another fake tan experiment. Full disclosure, it has been 2 weeks since I applied that Isle of Paradise fake tan, and I just can't get rid of it all. I can't. It's still kind of clinging to areas around here. It does not matter what I do. I've used toners with like chemical exfoliants, like acids and stuff. I've used physical exfoliants. I don't know what to do. So much body oil, so much body oil. I can't get rid of it all. And so this one's gonna get a little bit of an easier time because I know that some of the areas where it's gonna look a little bit patchy are because of the previous tan. But I'm taking that into consideration. I'm telling you ahead of time in case you see anything, in case I tell you, you know, this is really, really great and it looks a little bit patchy to you, it may well be that that is remnants of the previous tan. I can't give you perfect conditions because I really don't know how long it's going to take for that tan to wear away, and I really want to test this one out. So this was sent to me a couple of days ago. I got a bunch of different things from Moriz, and I used to love Moriz. One of my early videos was a fake tan video. I'll link it for you below. It's still there and hilarious. Okay.
Hold it up.
Hi guys, so I'm all done. I'm all fantastic. This is the finished tan look. Tan. Tan. I used to wear that all the time, and I have never really tried anything like this, but I'm thinking it's a nice little step away from the first spray that I tried. But this is more of an aerosol, so I'm gonna have help. I'm gonna put this on my body, and I also have the tan boosting facial serum, which people are telling me these are better for faces because apparently the Isle of Paradise does one like this and people really, really like that one. But now I don't know who I can trust because I hated the spray version of the Isle of Paradise. What I'm particularly excited about this for is every other day I can mix this in with my moisturiser and keep the tan a little bit more even because the tan on my face disappears really, really quickly. So I'm going to be using this as well. So I'll mix that in with my moisturiser, which is here. It's this Pixie Ceramide, Rose Ceramide Cream. That is my kind of regular nightly moisturiser at the moment. A little bit concerned about whether or not there's going to be transfer on my pillow if I use that kind of at night mixed in. Because I did have some transfer from the Isle of Paradise tan. Even after I'd completely washed everything off and went to bed, I still had some kind of like grubbiness on my white sheets. I know I have white sheets, I'm a maniac. But that really put me off. So we'll see. I'll use some kind of old pillowcase or something. So I'll let you know on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to apply this everywhere. I'm going to have help. So I'm not going to film this part because I'm just going to get totally naked and spray everywhere. Apparently you're supposed to spray and then rub it in with the mitt, which I'm going to do this time after the Isle of Paradise fail. And it says 1, 2 or 3 hours for development. It says it's got an instant guide colour, which is a very good thing. Fast developing, ultralight, non-greasy. We shall see. Oh, that is a guide colour.
Oh my god.
This is a lot. So I decided to just use the spray everywhere. It was just easier, and then I'll use the serum stuff to top up. Hopefully I'll use the serum stuff to top up. I have to show you the state of the bathroom though. So last time with the spray, I stood in the bath and then I ended up with like very dark under, what do I mean, soles of my feet. And so this time I stood on a towel and it is literally still everywhere, like because it is a tinted product, which is great for application, but it is a mess. It got everywhere and then it splattered all over my hands and stuff and my nails and things while I was trying to apply it as well from the can. It's not a clean application, but I feel pretty confident that I've got it everywhere I could get it because of the tint. I went over quite a lot because I kept feeling like I was leaving streaks, but we'll see. It's a little bit sticky right now, but I have just finished applying it, but as I was going, it felt like it was drying quite quickly. So I think as you spray it, you can't kind of spray it everywhere and then rub it in, which is initially what we tried to do. You have to spray and rub kind of as you go. At certain points, I was spraying it directly onto the mitt and then putting it on my body. Whichever way works for you, but I don't think it's something that you can spray everywhere and then rub in afterwards. We're a little bit steamy. I just got out of the bath, obviously, and I left it on for 2 hours. Not a lot of colour, really. I kind of think I probably should have left it on for longer. I did panic a little bit because of the last time. I didn't want to leave it on for a long time and then end up with another tan that I couldn't get rid of. So I did kind of err on the side of caution. But I would call this very light. There's a possibility it could still develop over the next few hours. These things happen. So I will come back to you tomorrow and let you know. This is so good. It did develop a little bit and a little bit. Did develop overnight, and it is even everywhere. It is just like golden. It's not the nicest colour tan I've ever had in my entire life. It's definitely a little bit on the orange side, but as application goes, it is even everywhere. There's like, looking at my knees, in fact I'm going to show you my knees in a second. I don't usually get my legs out in these videos, but I will show you my knees because I think that they are pretty streak-free. Look at that streak-free knee. So, you know, a little bit here, a little bit here. My knuckles have taken the brunt of, like, weirdness here. But otherwise, I am really, really impressed. Now, I didn't use the thing last night, the boosting serum, because it says on the back, it doesn't say to use it in the morning, but it says watch throughout the day as. So I got the impression that maybe I should be using this during the day. So I'm going to use it in a second. But first, this has been used for makeup as well, but this was just on the side while I was doing the tan, and I wanted to show you because look at the green. Isn't that weird? I know that it has got a base of green. When I was putting it on, it looked kind of green. But what a weird thing is that? And it's not too dark. It is definitely, I would call this medium. I think on my face it looks lightest, which is why we're going to do this. But everywhere else, it's like I would feel comfortable. This is a bizarre one, isn't it? I would feel comfortable this colour going into kind of a holiday or whatever. I wouldn't really want to be much darker. Also this, I think I had a hard time. I was blending it from here to here. And so when I put this on, I'm going to go down to here to try and... I had a hard time like separating face from body when it came to application because did I put this on, did I not put this on? And once the rest of it had dried, I put it on my face, which is probably why it's lighter. But I also went down my neck, which possibly took a little bit of this off. So I'm hoping this will fix that. So this is the Tan Boosting Facial Serum. And it says to put a few drops in the palm of my hand with my moisturiser of choice. This is from Pixie. 3 to 6 drops. Doing 5. I think that's probably a lot of moisturiser. And then it says to mix it with your fingertips, so that it's all even. Bizarrely warm, because obviously it comes cold out of the tube usually. I'm not used to warming it up in my hand before I apply it. So this is the part that I'm interested in this anyway, because I think it's going to kind of keep it topped up. But this is the part that interests me in terms of evenness, because I'm putting this on my face, all fine. But as I go down here, you know, if I overlap the tan that's already there, which I probably will, difficult not to, will that affect that tan? I don't know. Only really as I'm looking in the viewfinder now am I thinking this section of my neck I possibly did mess up because I decided to later on do my face and my neck again.
The facial serum definitely did its job. However, I think I may have spoken too soon on how non-patchy this was, because all here, all the way down to here, basically anywhere that I would put skincare of an evening, it seems to be wearing much quicker than the rest of anything. So maybe I need to be a bit more careful about the skincare that I'm using. I'm not using anything that's got like glycolic acid or anything that could potentially be a peel. I thought I was being pretty careful, but maybe there's something in the products that I'm using that is kind of breaking this down. I don't know, but it's definitely something to be wary of if you are a bit of a novice tanner like me. So it is definitely breaking down here. I know this is not the best top to have worn for this, but it was a little bit cooler today. Here is, you know, here is still pretty even. All the rest of my body still looks pretty good. Weird brag. Here it does definitely look a little bit odd. I went to work today and I didn't quite realise what I looked like until I got home and thought, ooh, I've been in an office looking like this today. And then, sorry, I'm kind of in the sunlight, I also noticed this. Again, a lot of it is user error, but I think it's worth mentioning because not everyone is a tanning genius. Not everyone is really, really good at this. And I am searching for the ultimate foolproof tan. This might not be it, but I'll come back in a few days and let you know how I'm getting on. Oh, also, smell. The smell is absolutely fine now. The first couple of days I was like day 1 application, day 2, everything kind of, I couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from because I could smell all parts of me, couldn't get the smell, but there was definitely something lingering. It wasn't in my hair, I'd washed my hair. There was something and I didn't know what it was. So that's something to, unless it was on my face because I can't smell my face. I don't know. And I do have white bedding and there was nothing to speak of there. No kind of stains or like any, what's the word I'm looking for? Transfer.
Okay, we're a week later and it's pretty much evenly gone from my entire body. I didn't find that there was kind of any area that it clung to, apart from this elbow. This one's not so bad. This one seems to have a strange, unattractive streak here, which obviously I just haven't been able to scrub it as well as I should have been with the rest of myself. But everything else, it just kind of evenly wore away, which I was pretty impressed with. However, it was kind of too dark for me, that initial application. It was very even. It was a very, very messy product to apply, and it didn't last. The smell wasn't great initially. There was no transfer, so my white bedding is still clean and safe. No stains or anything to report. It's a real kind of mixed bag with this one. It's very, very inexpensive, and I think that if you wanted something that was a really even application for a one-time function and you weren't as hesitant with your application as me, because I think that was the problem with the face and neck, was that I later on decided, and that wasn't the thing to do, because as I was telling you, it kind of seemed to set, so I kind of had to spray and rub it in at the same time, whereas once I let it set, then I sprayed it on, I was kind of removing it as I was applying it. It wasn't a great move, but all but for that, everything everywhere was really, really even. So it was a decent product for a one-time deal, but it really, really didn't last, and it was too messy for me. It's not my thing. I think I would stick to the mousse if I was going to do San Moriz again. I really, really enjoyed that product, and it was a little bit too dark. So I'm still looking for my absolute all-time favourite. I think at the moment for my holiday, I am still leaning towards that 3-week tan from Vita Liberata that I tested last year, which I will also try and remember to link a video for you. But if you can recommend any other ones, you want me to try any others specifically, let me know. And I may just continue this throughout the summer.
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening. New boys, same tricks.